Good morning, everyone. Welcome back to 10 Minutes Daily Cafe Chat. It is Friday, January 9th. I am Emily. And I am Lisa, TGIF. Good morning, Emily. Is it just me, or does the world seem brighter today? It is definitely brighter. The weekend is officially here. Do you have any big plans? Sleeping, eating, and maybe more eating. I am in full hibernation mode. That sounds perfect. Speaking of eating, we have 3 very delicious and slightly confusing stories on the menu for you today. Ooh, 3 stories and confusing food? My favorite kind. First, we are driving into the future, or is it the past? Tesla has opened a diner in LA, and it is a retro-futuristic trip.
A Tesla diner?
Do the burgers run on batteries? I hope not. We'll find out what it hits like. Then, we're going to explore the latest TikTok food war, British Chinese food versus Americans.
Oh, I've seen this. The curry sauce, the chips. Americans are losing their minds.
They are baffled. We'll discuss why. And finally, we're going to pay tribute to a legend. It has been 10 years since we lost the starman himself, David Bowie.
Bowie, wow.
10 years? He still feels so present. That's going to be emotional. It will be a beautiful tribute. But before we start our journey through food and music, let's do our keyword quiz. Hit me. What's the word? Today's keyword is baffled. B-A-F-F-L-E-D.
Baffled. Sounds like waffle. Now I'm hungry.
It rhymes with waffle, but it means something quite different. It's mostly related to our second story about the Chinese food. Okay, baffled Americans. Got it. Let's start with our first story. What happened after Tesla opened a diner in Los Angeles? I saw pictures of this. It looks like something from the movie Back to the Future. Exactly. It's a supercharger station, but it's also a 1950s-style drive-in diner. It has 2 giant movie screens playing clips from famous movies. So you plug in your Cybertruck, grab a burger, and watch a movie? That's the idea. It's turning the waiting time for charging into an entertainment experience. That's actually smart. Charging takes like 30 minutes, right? That's plenty of time to eat a milkshake. Eat a milkshake? Drink a milkshake. You know what I mean. But is the food actually good, or is it just tech bro food? Reviews are mixed. Some say the burgers are decent, but it's mostly about the vibe. It's a pilgrimage site for Tesla fans. I can imagine a bunch of people in vests talking about crypto while eating fries. Don't be mean. But yes, it's definitely a branding exercise. It's creating a lifestyle around the EV. But 1950s style? Isn't Tesla supposed to be super futuristic? That's the irony. It's retro future, like what people in the 50s thought 2026 would look like. Ah, flying cars and robot waiters. Are there robot waiters? Not fully humanoid ones yet, but there's definitely a lot of automation, and the decor is all chrome and neon. It does sound cool. I would just go for the Instagram photo. Neon lights, Cybertrucks, it's a vibe. It is! It's bringing the fun back to driving. But speaking of fun food, have you ever had a milkshake while charging your phone?
I have, but not at a drive-in. Usually at a cafe where I'm fighting for an outlet.
Well, here, the outlet is for your car and the milkshake comes to you.
Luxury. But is it expensive? Tesla is not exactly cheap.
It's not cheap. You're paying for the experience. The Musk premium.
Of course. But hey, if I'm already paying for a Tesla, I can probably afford a $20 burger.
Probably. It's about immersion. You're stepping into Elon's brain, basically.
That's a scary place to be, but if they're fries, I'm in.
Good attitude. And just like that diner blends the past and future, our next story blends cultures in a way that has people talking.
Yes, the British Chinese food trend.
So recently on TikTok, videos of people in the UK ordering Chinese takeout have gone viral, but Americans are watching them and saying, "What is that?"
I know why. It's the chips, right?
It's the chips. In the UK, a Chinese takeaway almost always includes big, thick fries.
And they drown everything in curry sauce.
Yes, curry sauce on Chinese food. Americans are completely baffled. There's the keyword, baffled. You got it. So baffled means totally confused, puzzled, like I have no idea what is happening. Exactly. Americans look at British Chinese food, which is beige, fried, and covered in curry, and they can't understand it.
To Americans, Chinese food is Panda Express, orange chicken, and chow mein.
Right, and authentic Chinese food is obviously very different from both, but British Chinese is its own unique genre. It evolved to suit local tastes.
Totally. Like how in Japan we have ramen, which is technically Chinese, but also totally Japanese.
Exactly. Or strawberry shortcake in Japan, which doesn't exist in the US like that. Food adapts.
But I have to say, salt and pepper chicken with curry sauce and chips, that sounds amazing right now.
It is total comfort food. It is carb-heavy, salty, and warm. Perfect for a rainy London night.
Why are Americans so mad about it? Are they jealous?
Maybe a little, but they argue it is not authentic. They say, "Why are you putting fries with rice?" Because double carbs is double happiness. Duh. I agree with you. And the curry sauce isn't spicy Indian curry either. It's a mild, sweet, thick sauce. Like our Japanese curry roux. Exactly. It is actually very similar. That's why we think it looks delicious. I want to try it. I'm not baffled anymore. I'm hungry. Me too. We should order some for lunch. But before we eat, let's talk about a man who was baffled by nothing. The Starman. David Bowie. Yes. This weekend marks 10 years since he passed away, January 10th, 2016. 10 years. I remember when it happened. It felt like the world stopped. It did. And the news says there's a rapturous resurrection happening. New documentaries, tributes, celebrating his final act. His final album, Blackstar, came out like 2 days before he died, right? Yes, on his birthday, January 8th, he turned his own death into a piece of art. That is so Bowie. He was always in control of his image, right to the end. He was a chameleon, Ziggy Stardust, the thin white duke. He showed us that you can be anyone you want to be. He taught us it's okay to be weird, to be a freak. Turn and face the strange, as he sang. I love that song, Changes. He was the master of reinvention. Even 10 years later, his music sounds fresh. It doesn't age. It really doesn't. My little cousin listens to Let's Dance. It transcends generations. That's the mark of a true icon. He isn't just a musician, he's a cultural force. Did you know he actually rejected a knighthood from the Queen? Yes, he said, "I seriously don't know what it's for." He didn't need a title to be royalty. He was already the king of cool, or the alien king. Exactly. He came from Mars, conquered Earth, and went back to the stars.
I miss him. The world feels a bit more boring without him.
It does, but he left us so much music and art. We can explore his world forever.
I think I'm going to listen to Bowie all weekend.
That sounds like a wonderful plan. Honor the Starman. And eat curry chips. A very eclectic weekend, Bowie and curry chips. The best combination. So, today we charged our cars at a retro diner, got baffled by British takeout, and remembered a rock god. We traveled through time and space and kitchens. We truly did. Before we sign off, let's recap our keyword. Baffled, which means to be totally confused, like an American looking at curry chips. Perfectly explained. And speaking of baffled, I hope you aren't baffled by our show. We hope you love it, and if you do, you know what to do. That brings us to our question for the day. What is your comfort food? Is it strange to others? Do you put curry on your fries or mayo on your pizza? Confess your food sins. And what is your favorite David Bowie song? Let's fill the comments with his music. If you enjoyed the show, please like, subscribe, and ring the bell instantly. Have a fantastic weekend, everyone. You bring rayonnement to our channel. Ah, reusing words. Love it. See you on Monday. Bye, TGIF.